feel like in California, when you think of surfing, you think of like white dude, blonde hair, like, you know, like that's the image that comes up. But it's funny because it was originally a colored person's sport in Hawaii. When I first when I popped up on the board,
hearing the waves crash.
I feel a lot of serenity.
The most humbling feeling ever.
Dancing with a living thing.
And nothing else on earth feels that way.
There's definitely some parallels, I would say, because like, let's say you have like some habits you're trying to break, and then you slip back into it, and then you get frustrated, and then sometimes you're just in the flow of it, and everything's pretty much going right, but like, it's good to like not think about it too much, because that can like just get you right out of the flow. Surfing is like the ultimate metaphor for like doing whatever. Bruce Lee said to move like water. So you should surf in water. I've definitely seen more black surfers in the past couple of years. I just feel like I'm like in this like painting, and the sky is just doing crazy things, and it just feels really quiet too, and peaceful. I kind of feel like an appendage of it almost. I feel like I'm part of the ocean expressing itself, in a sense. I see the sun when it shines, and others I might only see. I'm having an experience with nature, like the ocean, that I wouldn't have otherwise, and it's like unfolding beauty that is unique and special. Intention isn't to surf. You see this wave coming and it looks like something that's like trying to hurt you or something, but it's not. It's just this big ball of intensity that has potential for you to have a relationship with it, and if you just put in your work and your thought into it, you can figure out how to coexist with it in a way that's beneficial for yourself.
Growing up near the ocean all this time, there have been moments where I have felt this sense of, oh shit, like I can't get up to the surface. I just had a huge hold down or something like that, and it's scary. It allows me to acknowledge all of the power that the ocean does have.
Yeah, 0.4 feet, 11:15. It'll be pretty good for some fun little loggy waves tomorrow. Going with the warm wetsuit today or the leaky one?
I have been seeing a lot more girls in the water lately, like in the past couple of years, which is really empowering just because there haven't been a ton of female surfers or female surfers that get recognition. I'd say I see more black surfers, especially in Santa Cruz. So I think times have changed for sure, which is good, you know. When I'm in the ocean, I feel like I can be very relaxed and I don't have to think about who I am. I just kind of am. There's no feeling for me to need to try to be someone else. And I can just sit with myself, kind of just relax and be like, okay, this is who I want to be. But right now I'm surfing, so I am who I am right now. And there's no need for me to be anything beyond that.
I feel like in a worldwide surfing culture, anyone who surfs can have a connection with another surfer and use the same slang. The stereotypical surfer looks like a white dude with long blonde hair. For whatever reason, I'm not sure. It shouldn't just be that California white dude in the water. It should be all types of people in the water. I don't know what else I would be doing if it weren't for surfing, and I'm so glad that this is the community that I found myself in.
Pushing down it super hard, and it slipped off the counter, and it was glass, and it shattered. I'm putting some effort in it. Whoa!
So we're at an undisclosed location. Howling offshore winds, tide dropping, building swell. Should be a pretty epic day.
I think it can be lonely sometimes, but I think loneliness is something a lot of people are looking for nowadays with surfing.
Goddamn, I didn't see it when you lived here all your life, but didn't mean it. And I swear, I know I green it, but it's hard sometimes to breathe in all the scenic. Dream of palaces and countrysides. All I want is to wake up with the morning light, laughing all alone, break away from all the city lights, hiding in the dark 'cause you don't belong where you don't belong. Yeah, I don't belong. No, I don't belong. No, I don't belong. No, I don't belong. No, I don't belong. But I get along where I don't belong.
You're gonna do whatever you want to do on a wave, and the way you do it, that's personal to you, and no one can emulate that exactly.
What's going down out there?
Pure carnage. Like, fucking go. It tucks over my head. I was like, yeah, like I'm coming out of this one. Hits my board and I just go, like straight over the falls. Honestly, it's so personal. Just you and the wave, and like, you know, whatever's it's gonna throw at you. I guess it's made me more mellow, really. I just feel like after I surf, I don't need to party or do anything crazy. It's just kind of like surfing is my activity. It's like my thing, so. But that's kind of how it is with everybody. It's just like whenever you paddle out, you kind of get a gauge of like the lineup and see who's doing what, and like just the fact that there's a black dude surfing is like, that's notable. And that's how I feel like some dudes look at me up here. It's just like, it's like, oh, is he gonna rip? Wears a beanie, probably has painted nails, some poser. I don't know, depends on where you are actually. It's different for everybody. I think that's what makes surfing so interesting. I feel grateful to be able to see like all these different styles, and I feel like it's kind of like all meshed into mine. Just having my style be me, you know, instead of me trying to like be something else. Sucks, actually. That was the worst. I don't even know how to answer that. Maybe like, I don't even fucking know. Frustration station. Dude, the sunset though, it's unreal, huh?
Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful. I'm out here, and we're making a surf movie.
Like, probably about an inch around any.
Sure. That dog. She's blind.
What kind of boards do you like to ride?
I ride a lot of 510s. Scraper. Just went down and got destroyed, but it was awesome. I wasn't even thinking about getting pounded. Cameron Edwards.
And?
And I'm a surfer.
I came from the mud.